everyone, my name is Mark. I'm going to present today how you can deploy a Horizon View desktop to any device. I'm using today for that basically Agile's Universal Management Console to prepare a zero-touch deployment. So we do a one-time setup, and after that I'm using this device over here, which happens to be a laptop, to show you how we connect into a Horizon desktop. Shouldn't take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. What you can see here as a software or management platform, I'm using a software from Agile Technology today for this presentation. And in order to do a zero-touch deployment, you need to do two things prior to be able to do that. The first thing is you go into the administrator and you need to enable the automatic registration. I've already done that, but just to make sure that you know that. So you go into the Universal Desktop Administrator and then go to other settings and you will find automatic registration over there. So close that, that's done. The second thing we need to do is basically tell the device where to find its configuration when it comes up. Okay, so in order to do that, I've created a folder structure. We are today in the Star Casino in Sydney, and I created a folder for that. And you can see I also have already created two type of configurations so that we don't lose too much time to do that, which are assigned to this folder. And the thin client will learn that configuration afterwards. The second thing again, we need to create a default directory rule, which is in our case based on an IP address. So I go and select the Star Casino folder and say that should apply the settings when it starts. And then I can here choose now a few criteria, and I can mix them up, I can combine them, whatever you want, but for us it's easy enough to use a network range. So I'm using my local network range, which is 192.168.0.12254. And we only have one device anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And then here you can narrow and combine those addresses. So finish that. You can see that rule is completed now, and everything should be fine if we can save it. So it's saved now. Again, I want to show you how to create a profile as well, so you understand what's happening. And I think a very helpful and easy to use profile would be remote into a device. So we call it here shadowing. And I need to choose the firmware version which it's based on. Now I do that, and now it opens me the mask where I can basically configure everything about that device. So just to give you an overview, I can configure sessions, or I can configure the Horizon View session if I like to, but I've already done that. I can completely customize the user interface, but I've already done that too. For us, it's important now to go into the shadow thing, so I can show you on a later stage our outcome. Because I'm not in front of the device, I'm turn off the prompt user, so I can go into that. Save that configuration, and then I basically assign that profile to the folder structure as well. You can see I also have a Wi-Fi iPhone configuration in there, so just go through that quickly with you. What I've done here, make sure that the device knows my iPhone network, and I now build up the connection to that. So in networks, Wi-Fi, wireless, I basically created the network here, and that setting gets deployed to this device as well, so that we can use that as a default device. You will be able to change that manually if you like, but you can add like standard networks to it. So doing that, so you have seen that the device is running over here. What I'm going to do now is I shut it down so that you see it from the beginning. So I go and shut that down, and then I basically connect it to the network. So it's now shut it down. We're prepared to do the auto rollout. You can see nothing happens over here. Turn on the phone in order to have Wi-Fi, otherwise the Horizon View desktop connection wouldn't start. That may take a second. Yep, hotspot is on, and then we just turn the device on. So what should happen right now is the device it boots up in that network. It tries to connect to the management console. We prepared the automatic registration, and due to that rule I have applied for that Star Casino folder. It will pick up the device, push it into that folder, completely automated, and then the device gets its configuration, including the Wi-Fi configuration, in order to do so. Just jumping over there, it's already connecting to the network. As you can see, it's already connected to my phone, which is good. And I just pressed F5 for your reference, so you can see the device is already now here in the management console, and I should be able to shadow it already. So I do that. It picks up the configuration if it has applied, and here I can shadow into that desktop straight away. So I'm moving the mouse over here from my laptop, and it's starting automatically a Windows 10 desktop in the backend. So someone called Nitin was already logged in or not, or whatever, so it's booting out, coming up with the desktop, preparing the Horizon View desktop in the backend, and in no time we should have Horizon desktop delivered on a 7-year-old laptop.